furnace people, come on with it because I'm ready to take the basement back. I'm gonna have it in the winter time. You guys can have it in the spring.
Okay.
I'm not gonna jam out like I was going to disrupt them.
Is that mute this? Okay. Hey everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a little bit of that backstage antics going on here. I had to wait for the family to clear out, and we were having discussions over crazy stuff that's going on at this house, and I'll get into a little about that a little bit later. But welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mocha, and this is my live. I go live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and we talk about all things craft, crochet, life, whatever gets brought up, basically. So, yeah, that's what this is. That's who I am, and let's see who's here. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Chris. Hi, Catherine. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're sipping on. And if you have like any kind of news or anything you want to share, feel free to share it. I'm sipping on some coffee in my Some Good News coffee cup because I love coffee. And why not? Plus, got a long night ahead of me after this chat. So a little bit of caffeine won't hurt. So that's what I'm sipping on. And as far as what I've been working on, I'm still plugging away at the witches at the scarves. Here's my second witch's leg that I'm working on, and I've got um, two more of those to do. Funny story about those. I'll come back to that. And then I've got two more scarecrow legs, and then I'm done. So I should be done well before my goal of mid October. So I'm happy about that. Hi, Lucy. What you sipping on? What you working on? And if you have any news, feel free to share it. So you guys working on, let's see, Rosemary, you're working on a doll and you're drinking some water. You can never have too much water. Well, I guess you can, but it's really hard to get too much water. Catherine saying, I'm not making anything right now, too lazy to go get it. I'm drinking a Mocha Frappe. Very nice. So, yeah, some of the antics we were talking about is, well, I told you guys that the chimney got struck by lightning and it took out the furnace, the hot water tank, and of course we need a new roof and a new chimney. Well, builders have been coming in and out and out, in and out doing all the work. We got the hot water tank installed. Um, the furnace people we've had to like reschedule like 3 times, but hopefully they're going to be here Sunday to put in the furnace, which is good because it's supposed to get a little bit chilly. And well, although our current furnace still works, it's we don't want to use it. We don't have to. So there's that. It's the roof people. They came out, they looked at it, they said, "Yeah, you need a new roof." Silence. Have heard nothing from them since. And you would think that with all the things, I mean, yeah, okay, the furnace is important because it's about to get cold. So yeah, check, we need that. The hot water tank, I'm not totally sure why we needed to replace the hot water tank, but it's nice to have a new one. It's great. But it's been raining, and let's just say we definitely need a roof. Um, we've got like pots and pans strategically set up in places, you know, to catch the water because we need a roof. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, and my insurance company doesn't know what's going on with that. So I don't know if we have to start the whole process of finding another roofer again, which I don't want to do because that's such a pain in the neck. Because I live in a okay, I have a Victorian, but it's a technically it's a 3-story, but my uh, cellar is 3/4 no 50 it's 50% above ground. So technically my house is more like a 4-story house when you count the there's also the attic is a full like I don't have like a crawl space attic. I have like a full attic, like stand up, walk around, walk through. Could be like 2 extra rooms, 2 to 3 extra rooms, depending on how you set it up. So you were talking. My house is tall, is what I'm trying to say. All that just to say, my house is really tall, and the ladders that they use, uh, the way they're getting to the top of my roof is they're using a regular extended ladder to get to one of my mid roofs, and then there's a ladder on the mid roof that gets you to the actual top. So I don't know if people are like, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not or what, but it's been hard to find roofers that will come in and it was hard to find people to come in and give a quote to begin with. And now, we've been ghosted, so I have to start the process again, and that's just frustrating. But anyway, that's where we are with the roof. Um, and that's with tarp. It's still leaking. So yeah, so that's been my frustration for the week. Just trying to get all this coordinate to get all this stuff done before winter sets in. But other than that, it's been the same old, same old. Still working on the scarves. Still doing my regular educational writing for work, and still going to school. I'll talk about that again in a second. Let me see what's going on in chat. Let's see. Lucy said she's eating cereal for dinner. I have to see in the end of my in the end of your daughter's blanket. Cool. I have no idea what I'm having for dinner. Cereal sounds like a good idea. I might make some bacon and eggs. That's an option. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I might make a bacon and egg sandwich, maybe. I don't know. Just serve a lightning rod. And Captain saying, "Oh my God, no wonder you put off going into the basement during a tornado warning." Well, the other half of my basement is underground, so part of it's above and the other part is under. But that's yeah. I live on an island, and the water table is relatively low because I'm on an island. So they didn't do full sub basements. They did partially sub. So part of my basement is completely underground. Like the if you're talking north south, the southern end of my basement is underground. The northern end of my basement is basically above ground. It gradually goes from under to flush with the ground. So anyway, that's it. It's just it's been just such a pain trying to get because with your insurance company, if you've ever had to put in a claim, you know what it's like. You have to get like quotes from like at least they like it to be 3 or more, but at least 2 people to come in and do work. So we had a general contractor that came in, and and then a plumber and something else for the hot water tank. We had 2 different furnace people plus a general contractor also put in a bid, an estimate for the furnace, and then we had 3 roofers come and do bids for the roof. And like I said, the hot water tank's done. The furnace is getting done because the general contractor did the hot water tank. The furnace is being done by one of the furnace people, and we had hired a roofer, but like I said, ghosted. Luckily, we haven't given them any money yet, but that's where we are with that. So what's going on here? Let's see. Let me catch up. You guys are chatty tonight. I love it when you're chatty. Catherine, you made chicken and dumplings for dinner. I saw that post. Look at me, I'm drooling because I said that and started drooling. Good Lord. Lucy said I got home from work and was too tired to even heat up soup I have in my fridge. I've had days like that. Hey Kim from Affordably Crafty, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know what you're working on, what you're sipping on, and if you have any news, feel free to share it. Crochet Beast! Oh, you reclaimed your name, I see. You had gotten rid of the Crochet Beast, and now you're back with it. Hi, Kim and crew. I hope all are well. I just finished cereal for breakfast and drinking water and crocheting a shell stitch scarf with alpaca yarn. Ooh, that sounds decadent. Lovely. What color is the yarn? Saying hi to Kim. Kim saying hi to Chris. Everybody saying hello to everybody. The joys of homeownership and being an adult. Yeah, I don't. This adulting thing. I, why? Why were we in such a hurry to get to this point? I don't understand. I mean, because we wanted to make all of our own rules and we wanted to do what we wanted to do. Just to get here and go, I don't make any rules and I never get to do what I really want to do. It's a big old stack of lies. They're lying to us. They lied to us. Because, my parents said, well, when you become an adult, you can do what you want. Liar. Such a lie. See Kim saying, bad day. Getting my car inspected requires 4 new tires, 4 brake pads and rotors, over 2K. We can't catch a break. Oh, I have been there. I know before we get ours inspected, we're going to need 2 front tires. We just sunk the money into the brakes, so at least that's done already. And there shouldn't be anything else we need done to the car. I'm going to knock on some wood. That all we have to do is replace those 2 tires. Because you have to do much more than that. I'm going to want to cry, and I'll be crying with you. I'm so sorry. Because I know how frustrating that is. And the worst thing is, West Virginia requires inspections. Ohio does not. And some of the things you see people in Ohio driving around that they call a car, it's kind of scary. So I understand the reasoning for inspections, but I don't know what your state's like with them. But West Virginia is stupid about the things you have to have fixed to pass inspection. I mean, there could be 0 rust on the car. None. You cannot have any rust on a car and have it pass inspection. At all. And when you live in a state where in the winters they put salt down that eats at your paint, it's a constant battle to, like around here after we've had like a serious winter storm, the amount of people lined up at car washes is amazing. You got people getting their cars washed in February because they need to get the salt off of them so it doesn't rust out the paint. Because if you rust out the paint, then it won't pass inspection. Headlights have to be at a certain level or it won't pass inspection. If you have any tinting, even tinting that came from the manufacturer, if it's above a certain level, it won't pass inspection. And you'll get pulled over and get a ticket. Yeah, the things that West Virginia will fail you for in an inspection is nuts. So I feel your pain. Let's see, where else am I? No, it's not. Nope. No, adulting is just no fun at all. Homeownership isn't okay. I can deal better with homeownership than I can adulting because I don't like having to answer to people about what I can do in my house and how many animals I can have in my house and what color I can paint my house, which is another thing. I'll never live in a neighborhood with a homeowners association. No, that'll never be a thing ever. Because, like I said, I want to paint my house the color or side it, whatever color I want it to be. I want to put out what flowers I want to put out. If I want to put a wreath made of um, hemlock, I should have that prerogative. And I have somebody come up to my door and go, "I'm sorry, but your wreath does not fit in with our guidelines." You know what you can do with your guidelines? Make them a wreath and sit on them. That's what you can do with your guidelines. So yeah, in other words, I'm not a good runner. I don't like to rent. Plus, I don't like the fact that my rent is making someone else a profit, and I'm not having anything to show for it. I mean, even with a mortgage, yeah, the bank's making money off of me, but at least after 30 years of making the bank rich, I own the house. You know what I mean? So I deal with home ownership because it's the way I can live the way I want to live. But the adulting part, if I could be a teenager and a homeowner, hmm, I don't know if I would have the responsibility, if I could handle the responsibility as a teenager to be a homeowner. But this whole adulting thing just is for the birds, either way. Not however you look at it. I got Thea saying I got 2 YouTube accounts. I'm Justia on my phone, but Beast on my laptop. Gotcha. My scarf is 4 colors: dark, denim, blush, vanilla, and gray. Oh, that sounds pretty. Time for a horse. Kind of hard to get a Kroger's for a family of 4 on a horse. And ever tried to park a buggy? Good luck. I am working on editing my video for tomorrow, and Saturday is our 2-year anniversary of Affordably Geeky Live. Well, congratulations on that 2-year anniversary. That's very awesome. Do you guys have anything special planned for your anniversary show? And for those of you that might not know, I think all of you here know, but Affordably Crafty and Yarn Geek are affordably geeky, and they do a live every Saturday. Plus, you also do a live another day of the week. I can't remember. Was it Monday? Shout out your stuff, because I'm really bad on remembering who does what when. Wild Kim, that really sucks. But there is certainly always something that wants to eat your money up. Ain't that the truth? Chris is congratulating Kim on Affordably Geeky. Rosemary is saying, thank God, okay, does not require inspections anymore. Oklahoma, okay, Oklahoma doesn't require inspections anymore. Yeah, it sucks living in a state where you have to get your car inspected every year because you can guarantee you're going to have to fork out some money. I have yet, and I have relatively new cars, and I have yet to not have to fork out some money to prepare them for inspection. None of my cars would pass. I've had cars like that. I might not get another car, just a way to dig into your pocket. I say that, and then I'm like, I can't imagine my life without one because as much as I go and the way this place is set up with like a very poor excuse for public transportation, you have to have a car to get around here. It's just that it is what it is. Yeah, homeowners pay someone to tell you what to do. No thanks, never. Yeah, no, no. Renting just rubs me every which way wrong. I just no. We only have to get our cars inspected before first registering them here in Queensland, Australia. You guys got it rough. Yeah, we have to do it every year. Every year we have to have our cars inspected. Horses cost almost as much as a car. This is true. And Wednesday, 9 a.m. Thank you. I knew there was a day, but I couldn't think of what it was. Yeah, it's on Your Geek channel. Gotcha. And Thea's telling Kim congrats. Okay, I think I'm caught up in the chat now. So I don't really have any finished objects to show you because, like I said, I'm still working on these scarves, and I finished it. I finished another scarf, but you've seen them before. It's orange and black. It's got black feet with orange laces. Yeah, it's a witch's leg scarf. Um, so I've been plugging away at that. So I really haven't had a chance to work on anything else. Um, I was waiting to see if Marquita showed up here tonight or not. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes because, as those of you that know, from last week from my announcement that I was thinking about making socks, Marquita wasted no time putting some yarn in the mail to me. And I got it, I want to say yesterday. And I was going to wait for her to see if she shows up in chat to show you guys the yarn. So I'll wait a few more minutes to see if she comes. If she can get the kids in bed and shows up. What was I going to say? I totally lost what I was going to say. Train of thought just went out of the building. So have we started working on our holiday stuff yet? Do you guys make gifts for people? Do you crochet gifts for people, or are you doing the holiday festival craft fair rounds? Um, I have a couple people that I'm making things for because I've had some requests for me to make something for someone, and again, that kind of flies in the face of me not doing commissioned pieces. But these are things I kind of want to make anyway, so I'm okay with it. Like one's a shawl and one's a baby blanket, so I'm okay with doing those. But past that, I'm really, really, really trying to get back into working on patterns. I mean, I've got some patterns for some mug rugs and some holiday like amigurumi type things that I'm gonna work on as soon as I get these scarves done. But that's where I am right now. So that's what I'm working on. So are you guys planning on doing any holiday making for gift giving or anything like that? Okay, could you not be goofy?
Hi.
You know, it's not live until she's crashed it. So say hi to the people.
Hi.
Why? You are never this goofy in real life. Why do you get on this camera and suddenly you get weird? I don't understand.
I'm just weird, friend.
You're not weird in front of people. You're normal in front of people. You just get weird when you get in front of this camera. And then people are looking at me going, "What is wrong with your granddaughter?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Don't tell her that.
I already told them.
That's your fault.
No,
Don't ask anymore. I'm just... My father put his weirdness DNA in me to make a baby. Like weird. Don't blame my father. I mean, don't blame me. Blame my father.
Well, there's the answer, in case you're wondering. There you go. Say goodbye to the people.
And don't blame her either.
Say goodbye to the people.
Bye-bye.
I got nothing. I have absolutely positively nothing to that. Who else has come in? Hi, Gloria. Welcome to the chat. Let me know what you're working on, what you're sipping, and if you have any news, feel free to share it. VJ, hey, you're driving? Okay. Hi. When you get a chance to listen to what you're working on and what you're drinking, and if you have any news. Let's see, saying hi to VJ. Lucy. I'm pretending there is not a holiday. I don't blame you. I actually have some Kwanzaa stuff I want to make, so I need to work on that. But that's about other than those two things I talked about. That's really the only holiday themed things I'm going to do this year, and the Kwanzaa things are for me. Catherine saying I want to make all of my radiation therapists, doctor, and hotel employees some sort of thank you gifts. Maybe that small angel I made a few weeks ago. That's a good idea. And she's not going to say anything, but Catherine rung the bell and finished her radiation this week. So yay to Catherine! Yay! And Thea said, I normally make gifts, but this year I'm having a year off after the rough few months. I cannot be bothered. Yeah, you've had a rough couple of months. The kids are getting brought gifts, and everyone else is chocolates and a lotto ticket. Sounds like a good Christmas present to me. Works for me. I have to film for tomorrow's video. Have a creative day, everyone. Thanks for being here, Kim. And congrats on your anniversary. She's a goofball. Absolute goofball. Complete and total goofball. Me either. I mean, when do you come back with that? Don't come back for that. Thank you. And Gloria is working on a fedora hat in light damson and lilac and drinking water. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, Mocha. It was such an amazing thing to ring that bell. I bet. Yeah, so it sounds like we're all pretty much in agreement. It sounds like it may be a relatively low key holiday season, but you know what? I don't have high key in me right now. I got too much going on. Between my regular job and I'm still in school and I'm like down to the brass tacks with that. Um, you know, and trying to build this YouTube channel and still trying to build my craft business without doing a whole lot of commission work. That's a lot. That's a lot of balls in the air, and you know, I don't have a whole lot of people to buy for anyway. So I figure I'll just buy them stuff, and they'll be happy with that. And it's a trade off of a financial output for some peace of mind. Basically, that's what it comes down to for me. Um, about school. Okay, so I think I've mentioned that this term has been a struggle. The content has I won't say it's thrown me for a loop because I didn't really learn anything I didn't already know. It was just rough to have it confirmed in such a definitive way that it's kind of left me sitting around questioning everything. So it's been a struggle in that regard, and the amount of papers and stuff we've had to write has been pretty intense. So full disclosure, I was going into this is I'm entering the last week of class. Well, I entered it today actually. So today's week 10, so it's the last week. And I was sitting on a very, 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 very high C. And quite frankly, I don't do C's for the most part, but for this class, considering it's borderline traumatizing, I was going to go ahead and just take the C and run with it. But then I did some math and I realized that there were a couple of assignments that she hasn't graded yet. And I looked at those and I looked at the assignments I have for this week, and I realized that there is that I could get a solid B, but there's even an outside chance that I could pull an A. And I was like, whoa. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try for the A, but if I get the B, I'm going to be perfectly happy with that. But an A would just be mind-boggling. if I pull that off. I'll let you know if it happens. But so yeah, so that's been my struggle. This class has just been. Have you ever just had a class or an experience that took what you thought you knew, confirmed it, but then upped the ante like I don't know 50%, 100%? That's what this class has done for me. It's been crazy. Um, and I'm gonna say that in the long term, it's crazy in a good way because you know when you know, then you can use then when you know the situation, then you can like work on changing it and improving it. But to have it confirmed in such a solid manner just kind of threw me. So anyway, that's what's going on in school. I have a high C, but there's a chance I could pull an A in the class. Go figure. So that's where I am. I'm Mango Lloyd. I know some great doctors who got C's. Oh, Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Let me tell you a little story about two people that I call Skip and Mary, aka my parents. C's were not allowed. At all. Ever. With one exception. And I had to fight to get this exception. I don't know if I've told this story or not. Um, I mainly got A's and B's and everything. Um, they wanted more A's than B's, but if it was an equal amount, that would be acceptable. If I got more B's than A's, I got an eyebrow raised, but yeah, they had to accept it. The only class that was a struggle for me, math. Math has always been my problem child. Um, a B is a good day for me. C's and D's were pretty much my norm, because mainly because it's not that I don't do math. I catch on after everybody else. So if unit one, like, well skip unit one. I'm normally okay in unit one, but let's say unit four, I'm struggling. I don't understand it, and I take the test. I'm gonna get a low grade on that test. By the time we get into unit five, halfway through unit five, unit four kicks in. So I was always like a step behind, and my grades kind of reflected that because it's not that I didn't understand the material. It would be too late for a test to reflect that I understood it, if that makes any sense. Get to the final, and I used to confuse my teachers all the time because I would get C's and D's on my regular like chapter tests, and then ace the midterm and ace the final. That's because by the time I got to the midterm and the final, everything that we had learned had finally kicked in. So that being said, a C was my typical grade for math. And at first, I was getting in trouble for it. And when I say getting in trouble, with my parents, a C equaled 1 month of grounding. So I didn't bring a whole lot of C's home because I didn't like being grounded. So they realized that eventually, it took them a minute, but they realized that this was not me slacking off. This was just, me taking too long for, according to like school, too long to understand the material. And so I actually got a waiver for the C. And mind you, I was getting C's in advanced math classes because I was in all advanced classes in school. So technically a C was worth a B, so it didn't like destroy my GPA. But that was the lone concession of a C. The only class I could get a C in and not get trouble in was math. Everything else had better be an A or a B. So that's why I have this aversion to C's, even though a C is average. And we slam ourselves for C's when it's an average grade. It's not like it's not a D where you're below average. It's not an F where you're failing. It's average. You're just doing average. But we live in a society where average is not acceptable. You have to be above average or superior. Otherwise, you're failing. And I hate that I actually feed into that, but it's so engraved in my psyche that it's too late for me to get rid of it. But I was cognizant of it, and I didn't pass that on to Taylor. But I never really had to because Taylor always got good grades anyway. Because like Taylor's one of those people that being average is beneath her. That's just pretty much how she is. She's extra in everything. So she came into the world that way. I didn't do that, I swear. But anyway, that's my aversion to C's because, plus in the graduate program, you can only have one C and pass the program. So I try to avoid that. But anyway, yeah, so I have a high C that I was perfectly okay with accepting. But now that I think there's a possibility that I can get an A, I'm going to shoot for the A. And if I don't get the A, that means I get a B, and that's fine with me too. That's probably more than you need to know about me and my psyche, but welcome to my life. I know a lot of people that got A's that are awful people. Grades are not a reflection of a person's anything for the most part. I mean, a grade is basically a reflection of what they can retain long enough to be tested on it. That's my theory. VJ saying, okay, I'm home now. Have a keyboard. Hello, everyone. VJ. Yeah, she is. If I didn't love her, I'd hate her. She's nice, she's pretty, she's talented. Like I said, if I didn't love her, I'd hate her. And VJ's saying hello to everybody. So anyway, so that's school. And yeah. That's what's going on with me, and I have very low key plans for gifts for people. Could be a lot of gift card giving because I'm just not feeling putting myself out like that this year. I'm tired, basically. Yeah, it is what it is. Catherine's saying, sorry, my eyes are really burning tonight, so I'm sitting here listening with my eyes closed. Is that like a side effect of radiation, Catherine? Yes, we're a little bit over halfway through the chat because my sinuses are acting up. Typical. You tell time with them. So, anything interesting going on in the Yarny community recently? I haven't really seen a whole lot. My crochet communities have been really quiet. I mean, people aren't even showing their stuff right now. So, like, I don't have anything to pull from that. Chris is saying, I hope your eyes feel better, Catherine. Have you tried a cold compress, like a damp rag? Could pop a wrung out damp cloth in the freezer. Yep. And she said, yeah, it is a side effect. I should be getting better soon, I hope. I hope so too. Okay, so I'm trying to think of things to talk about, guys. I'm struggling here right now. Has anybody seen any new yarns that have appeared that people are liking? I've kind of just been I've been so wrapped up in these scarves that my life pretty much revolves around big twist yarn. And I do have a yarn review that I'm editing right now for a yarn, but it's not really new. It's new to me. Some of y'all probably already tried it. And I still need to do the stupid hook review. And I've got an idea for a compare contrast for different fibers. Like I was going to do one for cotton and one for bamboo or something like that. I don't know. I'm just so busy. It took me that long to think of the word busy. It really did. That finding ideas and stuff. And I'm also, like I said, I'm still trying to separate out the two channels. So I've been trying to migrate some of my videos from this one to the new channel, but I've discovered that I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do about the name, because this channel is actually YouTube branded Unapologetically Mocha Crochet and Crafts. I don't know if they're going to let me change it to Mocha Crochet and Crafts and let me use the Unapologetically Mocha on the other channel. If I have to come up with a new name for the new channel, it's so much. And I need to wait until next week when I'm on my break from school, because next week is the week between terms, and I'm going to try to figure that out next week. But there's a chance that I may actually have to come up with a whole new name for the other channel. So I'm still probably going to drop the unapologetically part from this channel name if I can, because I think y'all get the hint that I'm unapologetic about everything. So don't really need to have the name there. Plus, I really want that to be part of my rant channel more than my craft channel. So that's where I am with that. And I'm still working on getting patterns uploaded to Etsy. I got locked out of my Etsy account. I knew there was something I wanted to tell you guys about. I was so mad about this, I don't know what to do with myself. I had gotten the notification that my password had been found, in the dark web. Like everybody else's password has been found in the dark web, and I need to change it. So fine. So I go to Etsy and I go to change my password. I put in my old password. I go to put in my new password, and they keep telling me my old password's wrong. And I'm like, how are you going to tell me my old password's wrong? You just sent me an email telling me that you found it in the dark web. It's the right password. I'm trying to change it. So I think I managed to change the password. Go to log back in. I'm locked out. Because I said I tried to log in too many times. And I'm like, I was trying to change my password. I was already logged in. In order to change my password, I'd have to be logged into my account. But anyway, so back and forth between Etsy tech support. And if you know anything about Etsy's customer tech support, they are not the fastest people on the planet. So it took, I want to say, 3 to 4 days for me to finally get my account back and get the email address fixed. Just to log into my account, and I couldn't find most of the stuff that I had listed there. So then I had to get a hold of tech support again and go, where are my listings? You don't have any listings. The hell I don't. Back and forth. Oh, well, it looks like when you had your password problem, we started to archive your account. I'm like, why are you trying to archive my account? It was like 3 days. So they finally retrieved all of my stuff. So my site's back up, but I haven't been able to do anything new with it because I was so tied up with getting the old stuff back. So I'm not happy with Etsy right now. But hopefully this weekend I might actually get some patterns and stuff up there, some new stuff up. Here's hoping. Aye. Let's see. Calvin saying, from what I read, Chris, you don't want to put ice on radiation area. Did not know that. Do what you need to do. This is the time to be kind to yourself. Exactly. Oh, radiation, yes. Might want to avoid that if that is what you heard. California VJ, did you see that I rung the bell yesterday? Radiation is done. I have all of my shelves full, so I am not looking at any yarn hauls until I use up some of this yarn. Yeah, I've kind of put myself in a low buy for now too because I've started pulling out my winter or cold weather yarn, and yeah, it's even worse than my summer stuff. I've got so much of it, so I really need to use it. Sorry, now that I've finished my and I'm falling asleep, so I'll see you next week. Okay, thanks for being here, Lucy. Talk to you soon. Many people have two channels and change names often. Yeah, I know, but for some reason, I don't know because maybe because I don't know, maybe I was missing something. I need to wait until I'm like trying to do 50 million things and I'm down to only doing 25 things and then look at it. So I can actually pay attention to what I'm doing. Oh no, that sucks. I wonder if Etsy has a number you can call. They don't answer. I will keep an eye out for the new patterns. Thank you. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. That's what's going on with my Etsy shop. Like I said, I'm in that last week of class, so I'm trying to get all that stuff done. And the fact that I could possibly pull in that class is still boggling my mind. So I'm going to be focused on that this week. So that and scarves are pretty much going to be my week. I already did my work for the week. Someone get it out of the way so I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, that's going to be my week. My schoolwork and the scarves. Back a day did an ice yarn. Another one? Boy, she gave away all that yarn. She is just working hard to replenish it. She's done a lot of her last tutorials and stuff have been with ice yarns. She's going hard with ice yarns. I wonder if she's going to come out with like some affiliation with them. I know she normally doesn't do those, but I'm kind of wondering. And also, didn't she have a line of yarn coming out with your inspirations? Is that still going on? Is that still a thing? Do you guys know? You just say no, Catherine. I didn't. Congratulations. Try aloe vera or a compress with tea on your eyes. But yeah, I'm avoiding Bag a Day like the plague. Why are you avoiding her? Because she's doing all the yarn reviews? Because some of those yarns she has been using are gorgeous. And she's really making me rethink my idea of not buying from ice yarns because some of those yarns are amazing. Laughing at VJ. And I'm with Catherine. Yeah, why no Bag a Day? Like I said, I avoid her. I don't. It's not that I necessarily avoid her. I I avoid her yarn hauls because she yeah. Especially these ice yarns have been stunning. Um, but I definitely dig through her old videos for stitches because I'm one of my ideas for a shawl is a sampler shawl and I'm looking for different stitches to put together. And she's got so many different stitches that would work well together. So I've been digging through her archives, finding stitch patterns. Yeah, because I thought it was supposed to come out this time, around this time of the year, when she was showing them the last time, which was like early last summer. Earlier in the summer, she was showing the colors. So I thought it was supposed to come out like around this time. But she hadn't said anything, so I didn't know whether that was still going on or what. I can't let Back a Day tempt me. She has a bigger yarn budget and more room than I. I know, right? I don't want to know how much Crystal spends. in yarn each year? I kind of want to know because I kind of want to applaud her and high five her because let's be real, we all want that budget. We all want someplace to store that much yarn because that's just got to be like, heaven for a yarny. To have all that yarn just surrounding you everywhere. That's like happiness for me. I mean, I'm smiling thinking about it because I'm just like, yeah, all this yarn, all this beautiful, 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 beautiful yarn in different colors and textures and weights and fibers and yeah, I'm giddy thinking about it to be honest. Um, but I don't even want to know how much she spends each year on yarn. I mean, if you've ever like priced done a price on the yarn she does in yarn giveaways. I mean, some of those are like $300, $400, $500 worth of yarn she's giving away. Um, and it's not even making a dent in her yarn stash. So I don't know, but you know, but then there's that part of me that's kind of sad because I mean she had all that yarn and she was showing it off and she wasn't even showing it off. It was just in her background, and people were like, you have all this. Why can't I have some? Which is just mean and selfish. And she forked out money for that yarn. Why do you think that you're entitled to it? But I've ranted about that before, so I won't rant again. I rant about that again. But yeah, to have her yarn budget. Oh, to have her yarn budget. Catherine saying I've been avoiding yarn hauls too. Just can't do it right now. Does Bag of Days still have her yarn with the paw ply guys? As far as I know, she does. I'm not quite sure what they're working on right now, though. I know she said that after the last time they did the yarn, it was going to be a while before she did it again. So I'm assuming she still has it. Just haven't produced any lately. I want to do an ice yarn order, but have to wait until I empty some totes. I have a shed full at the moment. Yeah, see, that's the thing with the ice yarn haul. Um, you can't just buy like one or two balls. You need to buy a lot of it to make it worthwhile. And I don't have the space for that right now, which means I really need to get my butt moving and make some stuff so that I have some space so that I can justify doing a nice yarn haul. Because just to buy like one or two balls is not like, it's not worth it with the shipping. So you need to do a relatively decent sized yarn haul to make the shipping worth it. To get the per ball amount down to something realistic. Not sure about the Popeye guys. Haven't been keeping up with their channel. I used to follow a lot, but slowly dropped off. And I don't think Crystal has mentioned them in quite a while. She hasn't. Um, in a while. You're right. I'm not quite sure if and have you noticed that a lot of the Brit Yarnies aren't around a whole lot anymore? I mean, you used to see a lot of them all the time, and I don't remember the last time I've seen Popeye guys or any of the other crew that they ran with. Um, I see Manfa, but she's normally hanging out with other American Yarnies. That's weird. Where are our across the pond Yarny people? What are they doing? I'm trying to think if I've seen anything from Hooked by Robin lately, now that I think about it. I don't know. Plus, YouTube's done messed with my subscribers, and a lot of people that I used to get notifications for, I don't get notifications for anymore. I have to go searching for them. Like, are they still making stuff? What's going on? So, I don't take what I'm saying as gospel because, like I said, YouTube's messing with my notifications. So lately, the only notifications I've been getting is for disaster videos, and yeah, pretty much disaster videos. That's all I'm seeing right now. Oh, and Mr. Ballin. I can still get his. And I get Bailey Sarians. But that's pretty much it. Anybody else? It's hit or miss. Yeah, my ice yarn cart came to about 600 Australian at the moment. Not saying I will get it all, but man, I would love to see it delivered to me. Oh, that's a big box. Oh, that's. Daniel took Manfa's spot on the Twisted Fiber Sisters. That sounds like there's a story there. YouTube has been unsubscribing people from channels they visit and comment on regularly as well. Doesn't surprise me at all. This used to happen a lot on in the other communities that I visit. 'Cause I used to be big in the commentary and beauty communities, and that would happen all the time. It hadn't been happening here, but it sounds like it's hit us. It sounds like the Yarny community has finally gotten YouTube's attention, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Oh snap! I have missed out. Hi and nearly bye. Hi Kathleen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're still gonna be here for a little bit. And she spends Juanita, right? Sorry, did you come in? Did you, or have you been hiding, or did you come in? And I just missed you coming in. Either way, welcome, welcome. Let us know what you're sipping on, what you're working on, if you have any news you want to share. And hi, Kathleen. I think I said that already, didn't I? Anyway, hi, Kathleen. What are you working on? What are you sipping on? And you have any news? Feel free to share. You didn't get the notification? Huh. I sent it out, but again, YouTube does what YouTube wants to do. You're gaming. What game are you playing? See, that's something else that I don't get to do anymore, and I really miss doing. I used to love the game. I don't have time to do it anymore, and it annoys me. The closest I get to gaming right now is playing bingo. That's the closest I get so far, right now. But I used to love gaming. See, now working on the headband of a hat to go with my G Monsters poncho. Cool. Working on a vest and socks, sipping on herbal tea. Gee, there's a thought. Kathleen's working on socks, guys. Who would have thunk it? Show of hands. Who's shocked that Kathleen's working on socks? I'm not supposed to be Kathleen. World of Warcraft Lich King. Oh, cool. I'm saying hi. Kathleen's saying my hubby loves gaming. I used to a lot, but now I watch him while I knit or crochet. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I actually was an active gamer. It's a long time. But I used to love it. But, so. Now I'm dreaming of ice yarn hauls. Thanks a lot, people. I may have to go over to the site just to look and go, oh, pretty. Oh, pretty. Oh, pretty. Because there's something about yarn from there, you know it when you see it. So even if I go over to Crystal's channel and I look through her video tutorials, I can almost immediately spot the ice yarn ones because they're just so vibrant, just ridiculous. The colors are amazing. I mean, even the muted colors are amazing. And you gotta know what you're doing to make a muted color stand out. And some of their just browns and tans and stuff are just they're just so rich and pretty and just just decadent looking. So I really do need to use up some yarn so that I can justify getting some for my yarns, because the sheer volume of the amount you have to buy to make it worth the shipping. Some graphics in games make me feel sick because of what they portray, or how they're portrayed. It's so strange, eh? So, yeah, Kathleen, I will never, if anybody in here had come in and said that they were crocheting or working on socks, I'll be like, Kathleen, never, no, mm-mm. She doesn't do socks. No, 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 no. Kim, you're going to make everyone socks for Christmas. No, I'm not. I'm barely going to make my own socks. Fun game is PS6 Days Gone. We are talking many, many, many hours of play, and when you replay it, you find even more to do. Interesting. I never heard of that one. It's a shame Marquita never dropped. I know! Now I have to make a video. Or I'll hold it till next week. I have some good news. I do not have lupus. Woohoo! Congratulations. That's awesome. That's very, very awesome. I'm glad you don't have lupus. They say ice yarn is cheaper if you go through Yarn Nut. VJ, now why did you have to go and tell me that? VJ, what have you done? Do you understand the chaos that you might have just created in my brain? If I go to Yarn Nut and it's cheaper and I could justify buying it at the cost, I'm going to have to buy it. And I'm going to blame you. It's going to be your fault, VJ. I'm telling you now, it will be your fault. I'm going to blame you. But of course, you know I'm going to have to go look at it now, right? Because you just can't say that and you can't throw that up in the air and you just lob a slow pitch softball. VJ, what have you done? Oh my god, it's a great game and it's based in Central Oregon. Oh, cool. And it's called PS6 Days Gone? Or PS... Is that what it's actually called? Kathy's, oh, Yarn Nut makes the shipping cheaper. Okay. I'm shaking my fist at you, VJ. What have you done? Just the motion of the games, I think. I also get car sick, so. Yeah, okay. I can see how that could be. Yeah, I can tell you're really sorry. Yeah, that LOL at the end of you're sorry really makes me believe that you really mean that you're sorry. Look what you've done. Share your screen. Let's go shopping. Let me see if I can get this to work. Good Lord, what have you done? Why can I not see my share screen? That's weird. My share setting isn't here. It's as if the Cosmos is like, no, we're not going to let you share it. But I literally do not have a share screen button. That's nuts. Here's my layout. I can invite a guest. I can leave the studio. I do not have a share screen button. I swear to God, that is so crazy. Oh, the present button is the share button now? So do you hit present screen? Screen sharing tip. Oh, that's just dumb. Why in the world did they change the name and not tell anybody? Because I didn't get, unless it's in one of those long, stupid messages that they send out every once in a while. All right. Okay, hopefully this is working for you. Is it yarn nut? Not T. Why am I typing all caps? Okay. Oh, and they even have an ice yarn search. Oh, good God. Let's see if it'll let me just leave it the way it is and just give me up the ice yarns. Oh boy. Yeah, this could be problematic. So I'm going back and forth between okay, so I'm just going to grab a few colors and put them in a basket and see what comes out too. Because Picasso's one of the ones I've been eyeballing like forever. That one's not available. That one's not available. Of course, a lot of the Picassos I like aren't available because that's how it works. That's pretty. Let's try 3 of those. I forgot to add the card, didn't I? Add the card. Add the card. Just an experiment, so I'll go ahead. It's not available. I think I'll pay attention. There it goes. Add the card. So let's see, I've got 1683 nice yarns. Let's check out, see what it says shipping would be. Calculating your shipping. That's nice, you found a code, that's great. I'm gonna fill all this out, and you guys. Yeah, I don't know how I can figure out what the shipping is and not fill all this out, and you guys finally see all my personal information. But does anybody know what the shipping shipping info. There we go. It talks about how they ship, or they ship via U.S. Postal Service, so that's going to make it cheaper automatically. What have you done to me? Oh, VJ, what have you done? Okay, let me pop back over here because I can't look at this screen and talk to you guys at the same time. Stop sharing and fill it out. No, the fact that they actually ship to the U.S. or that they ship through the Postal Service tells me it's going to be substantially cheaper than nice yarns. So that's all I really need to know. Oh, VJ. VJ. What have you done? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing because, Oy vey. That site could get me in trouble. But thank you, and darn you, for telling me about it, VJ. I will definitely have to spend some time on that site for real because it looks like just that quick scan lets me know that there's probably going to be a lot there that's going to get my interest and melt my credit card. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You're not sorry. You love to enable people and get them as yarny addicted as you are. Don't play games with me. Come on now, I know better. But no, seriously though, thanks for letting me know about that site because the next time I definitely need to buy or at least need some inspiration for yarn colors. I'm definitely going there. And it looks like a lot of people are catching on to them, which is why so many of those Picassos are sold out. Because Picasso is big in the yarny community right now. Yeah, that's a lot for $17. That's what, 9? So 9 or 12 balls. I forget. Yeah, 9 balls. And it was $17. That is that's a decent amount of yarn for that money. No complaints whatsoever. And if that yarn is anything like, say, it looks like the balls are about the same size as the balls of Metallico from Hobie. So 3 of them will make a decent size scarf, and 6 of them will make a shawl. So that, 6 of those balls, which would be $11 for a shawl. Yeah, you can't sneeze at that. No, right after this live, I'm going to go find something to eat and get back to work because I got so much I got to work on. But I'm definitely bookmarking that for something to look at next week when I have some time off. And I will probably revisit it again in a couple of weeks when I have some play money. So, yeah. And on that note, guys, because we've been here an hour and almost 15 minutes. It's been fun as always. I'm going to go and find something to eat and get back to work because, I'm going to try to turn that C into an A, and I'm going to try to get these scars knocked out. Because I really like to come back next week and report that I've finished the scars. That would be awesome. And if I can't say I finished them, I'm going to say I'm down to 1 or 2. So that's what I'm going to go plug away at those. Watch some disaster videos or something. I don't know. We'll see what I come up with. Okay, wait, no. I do have one question. What a show that I have fallen on a rabbit hole with is House of Vicious. Is anybody else watching that show? Because Chantel is, excuse my French, the definition of a badass bitch. And I love that show so much. And I'm totally addicted, and I've fallen down a rabbit hole, which doesn't happen with me a whole lot because, I'm not really a big TV person. But for some reason, this show is crazy. It's about the fashion industry and this particular woman who has rose to fame in it and all the chaos that surrounds her. The show is awesome, and anyway, I'm probably gonna go watch that because I haven't watched this week's episode yet, and it's one of those shows where I can literally start at the beginning of it and watch all the way through to the current episode, just because I can watch those episodes again and again. So, anyway, that's probably what I'm gonna watch while I work. But if you're not watching it, House of Vicious, it's crazy. It's on Hulu. The story of the scarves. Just that I'm still working on them. I've got two more. Oh, I did say I had a story about that, didn't I? Yeah. Well, the scarves are supposed to be purple and black, orange and black, and green and black. So the purple and black ones are done. I'm finishing the orange and black ones, the second orange and black one tonight. That leaves the green and black ones. Well, the problem is I don't like the color green that I had picked. It's the color that I picked and the color I got are like totally different because I wanted a bright green and it looked bright green on the site, but when I got it, it's this really kind of boring muted green. So I had to order new green. So I ordered lime green, like neon lime. So hopefully it's going to be bright enough to play off the black. So after I finish this orange and black scarf, I'm gonna go back to making the scarecrow. So I gotta wait for the green yarn to get here. That's the story of the scarves. Just like color matching. Just that's the one downside to ordering everything online because my local Joann store didn't have any green. Figure that out. Not even Kelly green. So I had to order it, and what I ordered was not nearly as bright as I wanted it to be. So I had to reorder green yarn. Kathleen, you're fine. You too, Chris. Have a good week. It is definitely bingeable. That show is crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's the story of the scarves. So it should be fine. The yarn should be here probably by this weekend. So it won't put me behind any, and even if it does, that means that would mean the only two scarves I had left to make would be those two, and that's okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna get off here and go find something to eat, and probably load up House of Vicious and get back to work on the scarves because my brain is I'm a little too tired to actually do any schoolwork tonight. So I'm probably going to work on scarves tonight before I go to bed, and I'll get up first thing tomorrow morning and do my schoolwork. That's the plan. So anyway, I love spending my Wednesdays with you guys. It's fun. Just when I think I don't have anything to say, somebody comes up and brings up something new to talk about. Normally it's VJ or Catherine, but any of you are possibilities for it. So I thank you for that very much. And I'll be back here this time next Wednesday. And if I don't see you in the Yarny Halls and other chats or what have you, there probably won't be any videos this week because I'm not going to have time to make any. Like I said, I'm still editing the one video, so if I manage to get it edited, it might get uploaded, but it's probably going to have to wait till next week too. But if I don't see you in the Yarny Halls, I will see you back here next week. Thanks for being here. Love seeing you. If you want to give a like to this chat on your way out the door, I'd appreciate it. But otherwise, I will see y'all next week. Bye.
Great. Poppy.